Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christine, and I've got a pretty good fabric haul today. So everything I'm going to show you today are all secondhand pieces that I've been gathering recently. So I really hope it inspires you to look at your secondhand stores, estate sales, even eBay or Etsy for some of these really cool, unique secondhand linens and fabric pieces. So we've just booked a last-minute trip to Mallorca. And I was thinking this is going to be a really good opportunity to use some of these vintage linens. So I'm going to start by showing you some of the things that I want to sew up for the trip. So the first one is actually not for me, but it would be a men's shirt. So this is actually a vintage tablecloth that I found. It is an off-white color. So it's not like a really crisp white. So it's this beautiful off-white with just gorgeous, gorgeous embroidery. And I think because of the off-white color and the style of the embroidery, I think it's gonna work for a men's shirt. I think it's gonna be really, really elegant, kind of that island vibe. But maybe not for the city necessarily, but for an island, I think it's gonna be a really cool men's shirt. Let's see, it'll be a surprise. So we have this design, the rectangle in the center and then the edging. So I was thinking about somehow using this pattern down maybe one of the sides and then have the other side because it'll button down the front. I'm thinking of like a safari style, like the bowling shirt kind of style of a shirt, short sleeve. So if I do this down one side, the other side maybe use a solid piece. I'm definitely going to utilize the border with the entrecôte stitching. I think it's gorgeous. I also have these corner pieces to work with. So this is going to be one thing that I sew up this weekend. So next, something for the trip for me is this tablecloth that I've actually had for a while. I just don't think I've ever shown it. It was one of those pieces that I just really, really loved when I saw it. And it's in such good condition. It's a tablecloth, but it is really, really this beautiful lightweight cotton. It's a bit see-through. So what I'm thinking about making out of this is using my Van Dam dress pattern. The Van Dam has a gathered front and gathered back and then a yoke. So I was thinking with the gathers, I might be able to get away because the fabric is just a bit sheer. I was thinking with the gathering, it probably would, I could definitely wear it. I may even just be wearing it with a swimsuit underneath as a cover up. I'll use one side of the rectangle inside border for the front. The back, I think I'll do plain. Maybe I'll use some of these little guys for along the yoke up here. And then for the sleeves, I was thinking I may hack the pattern. Instead of the little flange, I think I may add a puffed sleeve. So I may do a little bit of a hack, only because I think what I could do with the sleeve, let me know what you think, but I thought, what if the sleeve was like that? Because I have enough room here and enough room here that I could do the sleeve with this down the front and then this part. So maybe like a little puff sleeve. Like, how cute is that? Oh my gosh. I have to do it. Like, I have to put sleeves, right? Yeah. So this is one I've been holding on to, and I'm really excited to finally sew it up. I feel inspired. I feel excited about it. So this one's definitely going to be a dress very soon. And then the next ones are only if I have time. I probably won't have time, to be honest, but I really would love, love, love to have time. So this one is just this big broderie anglaise tablecloth that I picked up. It does have some places like there, hello, that have been damaged, but I just absolutely loved it. And there's enough fabric that is in good shape that I know that I can make something out of it. So I was thinking about maybe doing my Manhattan dress pattern. I will probably have to interline it just because it's quite sheer. This one, oh my gosh, I am really excited about. I don't know if I'm going to have time, but I would really like to. And another one for the trip that I'm hoping to have time to whip up is this just duvet cover that I found. It's huge, and I really liked the colors. I thought that they were bright and happy. It's backed with just like a muslin color fabric. So I figured I could use the print for a dress, and then I could use the inside for you know, a toile or samples or whatever I need extra fabric for. I was thinking about making an Essex dress out of this. Oh, we have the pink as well. I think you can't really see all the colors. So I think the pink is what got me in the color combo. There we go. We can see all the colors. So making an Essex dress, and I was thinking about maybe hacking it to, instead of just having the regular skirt in the center front, instead doing a button placket down the skirt so that it had a little bit of an opening and maybe extending the length of the skirt to below my knee, but then leaving the button placket open a little bit, just to create something a little bit different. So I really want to do this. So let's see, I may get around to it, maybe not, but otherwise I think I will still make it because I think I can wear this into the fall a little bit, like maybe until like October. I think it would be a really nice dress to have. Oh, and I forgot to show you. So I picked up some of these little pom-poms because I thought that I could maybe use them on this. I could definitely do the little pom-poms. It's beachy for sure. So I may be able to add these on at the end if I think that I want to, but I thought they were really fun. So I'm sitting here thinking I've definitely have way too many projects on the deck for this trip, but I was thinking this fabric that I have is just a remnant that I had picked up with these beautiful purple flowers, white flowers. It's a cotton, like a lawn. It's really, really lightweight. I thought this would be such a cute pajama set. So little shorts, using my Lennox pajama pattern, or maybe the romper version as well. I just really loved it. I love the color. It's kind of coming out in a weird color on camera, but I thought that would be fun. I also have this bit of eyelet that I picked up. It's kind of a really sweet eyelet. I think this was like a crib sheet or something. So I thought this would also be a really cute pajama something. It's super soft. So yeah, I just loved the way the eyelet was. And maybe even this with the pom-pom could be kind of cute for pajamas. So yeah, if I don't get it done this weekend, it's not going to be the end of the world, but definitely fun projects to sew up. Okay, now onto some fabrics that I'm thinking about more for fall. So this one is another tablecloth that I picked up, and I thought it was really interesting because of the outer border. Look at how pretty that is. And it has the bias tape trim around the edge, so definitely has some color to play with. So this one, I just instantly saw a jacket. So a little short, like probably, you know, waist or maybe below the waist, but not super long, I don't think. With the yellow, I'll use the yellow trim around, maybe do some ties down the front. Like I can rip off some of the yellow trim and make ties out of it. So have little ties going down, and then definitely using this part for the sleeve like that. So it has the sleeve kind of matching. I think this is going to be such a cute fall kind of like cover up jacket before it gets too cold. I thought this was a really, really fun one. Another fun one for fall that I'm not really sure what I would do with it, but I just really loved the colors. So this one is, I believe it's a tablecloth. You know me and the tablecloths. So this one I just thought was so interesting, the designs of it. And I love the color combo, the lavender and orange. How interesting is that? And look at the little tiny French knots that she did here in the center. I wish it would focus. Yeah, you can kind of see all these little stitches, and this is like a braided trim that's been sewn down. So it's kind of a mix of like braided trim with some hand stitches. And so we have the center rectangle and then the edging. So I definitely think because of the weight of this, it's quite heavy. It feels like almost like a canvas style, but it's soft because it's been washed so much. So I was thinking definitely some kind of jacket as well, and using this part. How pretty would that be? Just to, this doesn't have any edging at all, so I could, I could really take this kind of close here, maybe around here, and use it as the front of a jacket, maybe using this down the sleeve or something. Really interesting. So I just loved this one because of the colors really and just the uniqueness of the work. So this one is definitely one that I'll be working on for the fall, which is right around the corner. Can you believe it's almost September? My goodness. So the next one is also fall, maybe more actually into winter, but I just picked it up, thought it was really interesting. And look at this, it's a blanket. I think probably a baby size because it's not really something that's big enough for me to use. And I thought, oh my gosh, could I make a sweater out of that? I'm not sure. Let's try. So I think that if I did make a sweater out of this, I think what I would do is first trace my pattern and then sew along the cutting line and then cut along that sewing line just to keep all the threads intact. But I was thinking even just like a simple kind of poncho style, I love the colors and I love the idea and I love it as a sweater. So let's see if I can make this work because I think as a blanket, it's just too small. And it's kind of hard for the house. I think I would definitely get more use out of it as a sweater. So this was a really, really fun find. So last but not least is something that I don't know quite what I'm going to do with yet. It is a coverlet for the bed and it's a queen size. So it's a really, really good size. It's just so pretty. It's this beautiful, beautiful pink with kind of almost like a soft kind of chenille, not really a chenille, but kind of a soft raised design, embroidered design. It does have this kind of funny trim. Let's see, trim along all of the edges. I snapped it up because I thought that would be an amazing duster kind of coat. The color just was amazing. But then I got it home, washed it, put it on my bed, and I absolutely love it on my bed. So it's still too hot for this type of cover, but I'll show you. Let's see if I can kind of open it. It really has such a pretty design, and I think it would be really pretty on my bed. So yeah, I don't know that I would have the heart to cut it up, being how pretty it is and how much I do like it on the bed. But I wanted to show you. If you have any ideas or any thoughts about it, definitely let me know below. So as always, you can shop my PDF patterns over on my website, sewinginthecity.com, and I'll definitely circle back with a video about the pieces that I make for my trip and what I was able to get done. Cross your fingers for me. We're going to be sewing up a storm this weekend. And I hope that you have a great weekend as well. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.